The event of April 12, 1980 remains an unraveled mystery. And in your statement, you said that you were very close to members of the PRC.
Indeed.
I would like you to be a little more specific on some of those you were very close to, and then maybe do some recollection on what information you gathered from your interaction with them. But it has been, it is the information of the commission that the late Harrison Peno was the one who did the fatal blow to the president.
Well, my dear brother, if I see a man lying down on the ground dead and I shoot him, I shot the first shot and say, I killed him. A man, you can meet a man laying dead on the ground, you're the first to see him, and you fire a shot and say, I the one who shot him. The man say, oh my son, I beg you. Anybody can tell folk tales, but the realities are there. I was close to almost every member of the PRC, including Samuel Doe. I mean, peace be to his ashes, but to be fair and frank, Samuel Doe was a personal friend of mine. So was Nicholas Podia. So was Thomas Wilson. And you all know, I think the day Wilson was arrested, Liberia know that me and him were in the car together. He was in my car with me when he was arrested. We were coming from Buchanan from a football match that IE had played. At the time I was the acting president for the Invisible 11 when Sam Bonner was locked up in jail. And that's how close I was to them. Abraham Colley and myself lived together. He lived in my mansion in Painesville with me there for years. The house I bought in New Jersey, Abraham Colley owned the house next to me. I bought it I bought that house for him. He sold it later on when things got bad, but we're neighbors. When he had an accident and broke his 2 legs, he lived in my house in New Jersey and was going to Hackensack Hospital. He lived there for almost a year taking treatment, to the extent that he even had a child, Alan Colley, by my maid, who was looking after my children in America. Abraham Colley, he has a son who's in the U.S. Army now, Alan Colley, who he had by my maid while she was looking after him in New Jersey when he was sick. That's how close Abraham and I go. His family will tell you that all his daughters were on my scholarship. I sent them to school. Kebe and Seba, all of them are university graduates. They graduated under my foundation. That's how close I was to the PRC. And I talked to them, interacted with them, I traveled with them all the time, and I was interested in knowing how they sat down and planned a coup. And I took interest in it. I told you when the PRC government came into being, I was already a millionaire. I was a big man. I was not a small boy. I had graduated from the university. I had done my graduate program. I was senior vice president of the Insurance Company of Africa. And I had my own insurance company. So I was not a boy. I mean, they were attracted to me because I was wealthy and I could accommodate them. And so we became friends. And I was happy with the revolution because I was a revolutionary. I was against the Tolbert administration for years. I think you all know I was expelled from school. I was in the vanguard of the revolution. I wanted to see the rule by minority ended in Liberia. I was determined to do that. When Moja disappointed me and I found out that they could not do anything for themselves, I left them and joined the economic revolution. I was determined to make millions of dollars to be able to sweep the political process to where I wanted it. That has been my ambition all my life. And I succeeded to a large extent in doing that. So I was very close to the PRC members. I just say that to say how close I was to them and how we interacted. And if I wanted to extract any information from any of them, I could have extracted it. My information extracted, and I want to confirm that none of them ever sat down together to plan a coup d'etat. They met the president. Harrison Peno was the first to see the president do ajar, and he saw the president lying on a leopard skin with his hat halfway on his head and blood stain on the white suit he was wearing. That is the description that I got from the Peno himself many years ago. So if you told anybody, the image out there, he even had a car where he put a Chevrolet LTD, I think it belonged to Jimmy Pierre, LTD that he looted, and he put KT on it, killed Tolbert. That was his license plate. If he say he killed Tolbert, then we agree, but I know that he didn't tell me he did that. In private, because I tried to extract that information so many times out of several of them. And I didn't get the plan that they had. They never met before. They didn't even know each other prior to the time that they were on the council. That's the first thing. They had no common there was no common ground where they ever sat down or they, so say all of them knew each other or to plan or to plot anything. History must record that because that is the fact. Thank you.